starts with Vatsalama's divine singing. Let us tune ourselves by sitting straight, by taking a deep breath, and by chanting. So before we study any scripture or do puja or want to connect with higher self, body, mind, intellect must be integrated. So one of the simple ways is to keep the backbone straight, keep the body still, focus on the breath where the body and mind both gets connected by the breath. So the breath becomes normal. This is very important because we do so many activities before studying, before puja, before doing anything. So before any important work, we must integrate. And then maybe some chanting where the mind calms down. Otherwise, incessant thoughts. The thoughts do not stop only. So chanting japa is one of the very important ways to regulate the mind, quantity and quality of thoughts. So let us keep the backbone straight. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Let us smile through each cell of our body. Let us bring the mind in the present moment by letting go all the past, keeping only the learnings, letting go all the future anxieties, what will happen, what will not happen, if this happens, if this doesn't happen. And letting go all the present confusions, tensions. Let us chant loudly. Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बू फलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम् सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत् सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। हरि ओम।
Hari Om. Thank you, Manisha. Just keep your video on. You can see one painting behind Manisha's is that Krishna given by Bobby Samantha to me. She is there on the today on the in the session. She is there. Very beautiful painting. It looks like Krishna. It is a Krishna's painting. It took 6 months to draw it. Thank you, Bobby. Long time she
Krishna
did.
and Buddha.
Krishna and Buddha both.
Because the leaf people.
Correct. Hari Om to all. So we are doing summary of Bhagavad Gita chapter wise, and we are on the second chapter, which is a summary of entire Gita. So how to remember? I was just thinking second chapter is the summary of entire Gita, and it is one of the big chapters. So we can just remember few words so that we remember what is the essence, and then we have discussed in detail what that particular topic means. So first chapter ended with Arjuna's confusion about duty because of forgetfulness of his identity. So when I forget my identity, I forget what is my role in this family, in this situation, in this office, etc. So identity and role crisis is very important. And that is one of the greatest suffering, Vishada Yoga. Lord Krishna started with self-knowledge. So we can remember this word, self-knowledge. Second, find out your swadharma, temperament. Second instruction by the Lord. I have to introspect. What is my intrinsic nature? Third, do your duty. Fourth, do your duty with karma yoga attitude. That is where Lord invested a lot of verses. Fourth, when I do this, I will reach the highest state. Fifth, Arjun asks question that please tell me what are the qualities of that particular person who has reached that state. So qualifications of Sthita Prajna. Arjun says, Bhagwan, it is too difficult. Give me something easy to start. So last session we saw sense management is our starting point. So last class we saw sense management tips where the senses connect with the world. That we have to control. That we have to take care whenever the senses are seeing beautiful forms, hearing sound, taste. And suppose I start controlling there. We saw several tips. There is a possibility slowly, I will attain that peace of mind. And with that peace of mind, I can attain the peace of self. But suppose I don't do this. Suppose I don't follow the technique. What Lord is giving, Lord threatens us. Lord gives us one ladder of downfall, ladder of fall. That if you do not do this, then last time we saw this beautiful analogy, beautiful psychology that everything starts with brooding. Dhyayato vishayan punsa sangas teshu pajayate. So everything starts with constant thinking. Then that leads to attachment. Without it, my life is incomplete. Then the desire comes. So desire is the third one. And once the desire comes, then I can get agitated, irritated, angry very easily. So many people ask, I want to overcome my agitation, irritation, anger. Basically, it is desire management. Once I start getting angry, agitated often, then I will be most of the time deluded or confused. Because in anger, in emotional, overwhelming situation, state of mind, I will not be able to take right decisions. I will not be able to perceive things as they are. And once that happens, then my discrimination ability goes down, which distinguishes me from entire world. And once I lose my distinguishing ability of the intellect, what to do in this situation, what is the right thing, which will benefit me and others, this is a very important question to ask. Whatever decision I am taking, whether it is big or small, how it is going to benefit me and others. If that one question we can answer correctly, then the decision is right. And if it is not, then one loses the opportunity of what has been given to us in this particular life, one perishes. So these verses we must by heart, because this is a psychology where we fall down. Dhyayato vishayan pusa sangas teshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kama kamat krodho vijayate krodhat bhavati sammoha sammohat smriti pranchat buddhinashat pranashyate. 8 steps. So next 2 verses I like very much, because in that Bhagavan has taken my name. Many times people ask me, send your profile. So I have a temptation of sending this verse. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hani rasyopajayate. Who is Prasad? One who comes and peace is created around. When I came across this verse first, actually this is my guideline how to conduct in life. Wherever I go, I must create peace. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hani rasyopajayate. Wherever I go, there must be peace. And then prasanna chetoso yasi. There must be cheerfulness in the atmosphere. Second one. And then buddhi pareva tishtate. There must be clarity of thinking one must bring with spiritual knowledge. So this verse has really inspired me, though this is not the meaning. This is the meaning I have given. Because Prasad is not the noun here. I am taking Prasad as noun. But in Sanskrit, we can slightly change for our own benefit to remember. So I remember this verse, that Bhagavan at least have taken few times my name, thanks to my parents, that they thought of this name. Actually, I always used to tease my parents because I came after 10 years after 3 sisters. So after 3 sisters, they wanted son and they prayed for Renuka Devi. And then I came. So any conflict with my parents, I used to say, you called me. I was sitting with Renuka Devi. You prayed for me, so I came. So my name was Prasad. Anyhow, the story is not about Prasad, but there are 2 words which are coming here in 64, 65 verse, where Prasad means peace. So now this is a ladder of rise. So we saw ladder of fall. Definitely Lord has to give ladder of rise. So Lord starts with saying that if you control your senses, what is going to happen? So first, one who controls the senses, one will become free from attachment. So these are the two verses we are going to see, and then if possible, we are going to complete second chapter. 64, 65 verses are together because this gives the ladder of rise. When the senses and mind is controlled, when it is not controlled, ladder of fall. When it is controlled, I can enjoy the objects without residue. This is one of the most beautiful things what Lord is saying, is that a yogi is a real bhogi. No, I will do whatever I feel. I will eat whatever I want. I will do whatever I will. I will feel that moment. No. Actually, then there will be a lot of challenges, lot of regrets, lot of problems, because I cannot do whatever I feel. What Lord is saying is that you can use this trick, that once I start controlling senses and mind to some extent, I will actually start enjoying life the most. I will experience all emotions, but without residue. Simple example, we have taken this many times, that suppose there is a test cricketer, top cricketer, like suppose Ronaldo is there, football, or Sachin Tendulkar is there. He comes and plays with his small son, or in his building with small children. How would be his attitude of playing? He is Sachin Tendulkar and coming down and playing with plastic ball, with plastic bat, with small 5-year-old children. He will be enjoying, because I can hit anytime. I can do a lot of things, but I just want to make ensure that the children enjoy. Never attached to the game, never attached to losing, winning. Even if I get out, I will be looking at the children's happy faces that they got out. Sachin Tendulkar bowled, and he might get bowled through, small child bowling and just giving that joy to other person. So there is a myth that, freedom means I can do whatever I want. Actually, Gurudev has given one beautiful formula of freedom. Freedom is not doing what I want, feel like doing, and doing what I don't feel like doing. That is where the freedom comes. So we saw in the sense management, sometimes in a day I must do what I don't feel like doing. And sometimes I must not do what I feel like doing, because then I get caught in that programming. So one of the starting point is that like, dislike. This is the key to start. Raga dvesha vyuktastu. If I always do whatever I like and don't do whatever I dislike, then there is less freedom for me, because I am a slave of my like dislike. And then we reach to a wow state. This is a very interesting concept called as a wow state. With or without, I am happy. With mobile, I am happy. Without mobile, I am happy. With job, I am happy. Without job, I am happy. With money, I am happy. Without money, I am happy. Now, when we say this is okay for some people. With family, I am happy. Without family, I am happy. No. Without family, then I'm dependent. If something happens in the family, my happiness balance will go. Now, this is outside. With body, I am happy. Without body, I am happy. Now we have to remember the 3 states what the Lord gave first, how we can use this wow formula. So this must be by-hearted. There must be wow in my life. I heard long time back somebody's session. There must be wow in the eyes and wow in our life. Wonderment in our eyes. Wow state. Always in a wow state. And then the joke the person says, one person goes to Niagara and then there is no wow in that particular, on the person's face. He says, why you're not happy seeing Niagara Falls or Taj Mahal or beautiful scenery in Kerala? No. I was just thinking how much water is wasted in Niagara Falls. Then when I look at Taj Mahal, I say, okay, it is becoming yellow. How much marble, how many kilo marble would have been used here? What am I thinking? There is no wow. So when I interact with people also, there must be wow to look at the divinity and various different shades in a person. Wow means with and without I'm happy. So we can use this at a deeper level now. With body I'm happy, without body I'm happy. Because I am a transmigrated cell, I will take another body in the next state. And suppose I go to the next level, I am happy without body and mind and intellect also. Because my real nature is consciousness, bliss, existence. So this is called as an outgrown state. So what is the purpose of creating family and creating and doing a job is to grow. And what is the purpose of scriptures? They make us outgrow all these things. And outgrow means not that I become like a stone. Outgrow is like Sachin Tendulkar playing with small kids. Tukaram Maharaj says, Ata khelato kautuke, because there is nothing to achieve. No like, dislike, I am just enjoying. So this state I must experience in my day-to-day life, that without like, dislike, suppose I do something, there is enjoyment. There is freedom. Like that example, what I normally take is that you have to reach the airport very, very quickly because time is running out and you are going in your own BMW car or a very expensive car and which is new, and then some cycle or some scooter or some auto rickshaw hits. Then I will get out and start looking at that dent and then fight with that auto wala, and then time is getting wasted. Second scenario, suppose you are traveling to airport and lot of traffic is there and you have hired a car, and that car what you have hired is a BMW or a Mercedes, and that hired car hits a auto wala, and that driver of that car gets out and starts fighting with the auto wala. You will say, oh sab chhod do, mere ko jaldi chodo. I am not bothered about the dent in the Mercedes, but I want to go to the airport because it's a hired car. I have no attachment towards the car. My attachment is to reach to the airport. So this is going to come in the next two verses also. Outgrown state. In the outgrown state, I can enjoy life better. I remain equanimous. I can actually get the best out of life. What will happen is a rise of ladder. Ladder we should see. If I control sense and mind, I will overcome like dislikes. If I overcome like dislikes, I will reach a wow state. If I reach a wow state, there will not be any agitation. Sarva dukkhanam. Dukkha means agitation. Dukkha means sorrow. Dukkha means suffering. That is agitation only, which takes us away from our original real nature, that is Ananda. Anytime I get frustrated, irritated, angry, depressed, this state of mind is taking me away from my goal of life and my real nature. This is a very important point to understand, so that I naturally strive towards coming to my original state of happiness, peace, equanimity. So how is the ladder going? Control of sense and mind, leading to freedom from like dislike, leading to a wow state, leading to disappearance of all agitations, leading to peaceful cheerfulness, prasanna chetaso yashu buddhi paryavatishtate, leading to state of steadiness of mind. And once we get here, then whatever scriptures are telling, I can meditate and contemplate. This is a very important point. And that's the reason karma yoga we have to practice in day-to-day life, in family. And many people say that I want to be peaceful. While living in family, while doing a job, I must practice to be peaceful, not after leaving. No. After leaving everything, after I'm retired, I will find peace. No. I will not find peace after leaving family and leaving job, because I have not developed this state of mind. What has been mentioned here is that sense control and mind control. So that will lead to understanding of the scriptural knowledge, the three states of self. I will develop faith and conviction with a steady mind, and that will lead to meditative living, leading to meditative practice. I don't have to meditate. This will come naturally to me. Yoga ratova, bhoga ratova, yasya ramati brahmati chittam. My mind naturally goes towards my real self or God or whatever is the goal of life, whatever I am following a path. And that is called as Aham Brahmasmi state. Now here Lord said this is called as a Brahmic sthiti. So Lord has given goal of life, paths of life in this particular chapter. That's the reason second chapter is a summary of entire Bhagavad Gita. But Bhagwan, you have mentioned two things. Peace of mind will lead to peace of the self. No, I am not so interested in peace of self. I am interested in peace of mind in my day-to-day life. I want peace of mind. Peace means not, like there is nobody, I'm alone in my room and then I close my eyes and then there is peace. No, no, no. Peace must be in interaction. Peace must be in a war situation because they are into war. Arjun is seeking peace at the war situation, not sitting at home, closing eyes. When I have no work, after all work is over, I am just relaxing in my home and say, I am very peaceful. No, in war situation, in challenges, in facing day to day, there must be peace. How to attain the first step? So now we are coming to the last part of this particular chapter, which is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. That is the second chapter. Lord is mentioning one more yoga, because Lord has already mentioned Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. Now we are going to see which all verses he has mentioned, and the last part he is mentioning Sannyasa Yoga. And on this, he has expanded entire chapter in the last chapter, what we took recently, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. So 4 yogas are mentioned, and the goal of life is mentioned, Brahmik Sthiti. Again, Lord is going to complete the second chapter by saying that if you do this, you will reach the highest state. That is the purpose of life, goal of life. That is why you are born as a human being, and make use of this state, this situation that you are a human being. On every Sunday morning, you are listening. Don't waste time. Attain the goal of life in this life itself. So now how to attain peace of mind? This is a very clear verse. So if anybody asks us in life, I am very sad, depressed, agitated, angry, I want peace of life in mind. Now we can give these 2 verses. Peace of mind is given. 1 verse. So now here 4 pointers are given. Lord is saying if you drop these 4, you don't have to seek peace, you will discover peace within. So this is a secret of being peaceful. Tyagena Shanti. So now Lord is going to request us, invite us and suggest us to give up 4 things. Now very important one. When I am seeking peace, that means I must accept first of all that I am disturbed. Very important thing is that I must be able to introspect and understand that I am disturbed in life. I am agitated in life. I am not happy with what is happening inside me, outside me. That is a step number 1. I must not be hypocrite. I know everything, it happens, everything is Maya. By reading a lot of Vedanta, actually Lord has given that people become hypocrites. So first of all, I must know that I am disturbed. I am agitated. I must know what is the cause of that disturbance. And I must be ready to drop that disturbance. I must not seek peace. So from today, I will not say or I will not seek peace because that is my nature. I must only remove the cause of disturbance and the disturbance. Whatever is disturbing me, let go, drop. From the mind, not outside. Suppose one person in the family is disturbing me, I must not drop that person. Suppose somebody is disturbing me in office or in the situation, I must not drop the situation, office, family. I must drop that disturbance from that mind, and that disturbances are caused by 4 pointers. So if I drop this 4, then there will be peace. And this peace of mind, Lord says, is that this is your first step. Once you do this first step, second step will be peace of the self. You will be established in, and that is called as Brahmik Sthiti. So what are the 4 things what Lord is inviting us to drop? So this is Sannyasa Yoga Lord is talking. These are the 4 causes Guruji says creates Ashanti actually. So before we discuss about peace, we must be very clear what is the cause of the disturbance. So here Lord is giving, there could be 4 causes, 4 things you have to drop. First, I-ness. Very difficult to drop. This gets dropped in the meditation. So first word what Lord has mentioned, nirahankara, drop I-ness. This creates disturbance. Not in this order. I'm just mentioning because Guruji took in this order, so I'm taking. What is this I-ness? This identification or this particular thought that I am body, mind, intellect. This is a root cause of all disturbances. This is a false identification that I'm thinking I'm a woman when I'm a man. I'm thinking I'm a man when I'm a woman. I'm thinking I'm a dog when I'm a human. I'm thinking I'm my shadow. My role becomes identity. So how to do? Simple thing I can do. Whenever I remember, 3 times in a day, morning when I get up, I must say, take a breath. With inhalation, I must say, I am not the body. With exhalation, I must say, I am not the mind. Okay, this is a practice. Okay, afternoon, again I must say, I am not the body, I am not the mind. Slowly, slowly, this thought will go in each cell, in the breath, through the breath, and this will become our reminder. And one day we will realize that I am existing without this body, mind, intellect. So first root cause of all disturbances is too much attachment to my body, too much attachment to my mind. How can we know? All the time I'm talking what is happening to my body. Either my body is not well, this is happening, aging, this, that. Constantly talk about the body. Second, if I don't talk about the body, I talk about what is happening in my mind. I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm agitated, I'm feeling disturbed, I'm feeling beautiful, I'm feeling pleasant, all the time mind. Sometimes I must not talk about the body and mind, intellect. Gurudev was working with 15% heart and going and talking all over the world. Once he landed from one country to another country, and then people went to receive him. And normally, people, I don't know why people ask, how is your health? How is your health, Gurudev? We heard that you had a bypass surgery, this, that, and your heart is... How is your health, Guru? The intention is right. He says, shh. Don't discuss about my body and mind. I'm fooling them that I'm all right. Because if I discuss too much of my body and mind, the body and mind will start, jumping all the time and taking me away from my whole goal. Second is minus. This is a very interesting one. Lord has created this universe and told us that you enjoy. Because this is my universe. The earth is mine, all people are mine, trees are mine, sun is mine, moon is mine, all people are mine, objects are mine, earth is mine, it is not yours. You enjoy. Do not say it is mine. The moment you say it is mine, I will come after you. The maid servant comes home, and some people, the maid servant is working for 25 years, and tomorrow the maid servant comes home and say, this whole house I have been working, I know each vessel, I know each furniture. More than the owner, I am actually taking care of the kitchen, all the furniture, fridge, I clean, I do, it is mine. First thing what the owner will do, you get out. Even though you are working for 25 years, it is not yours. Tomorrow the maid servant is there. Wife is mine, children are mine, husband are mine, all are mine. No, it is not yours. So one thing what Lord gets irritated the most and angry the most when we become ignorant and say, this is mine. What is mine? Everything belongs to Lord, and we must return to the Lord as it is. Lord has given beautiful body. We must return is healthy. Lord has given beautiful, innocent intellect and mind. We must return that mind purified. We actually take purified mind and impure it and return to God. So Guruji gives one very interesting story on this mamatva. Mindness is the main cause of suffering. I-ness goes with scriptural knowledge. Minus goes with karma yoga, selfless service. So I must practice this, that nothing is mine or everything is mine. In between, there is a problem. Something is mine, something is not mine, there is a problem. Functionally, we have to do that. Huh? I'm talking about psychology. All the time, this pointer is universally understood that whenever such topic comes, functionally, I have to know this is mine and this is mine. Psychologically, through the knowledge, I must tell all the time that everything belongs to the Lord, or nothing belongs to me, or everything belongs to me. These are better sentences. Something is mine, something is not mine. There is a problem starts. There is where problem starts. Gurudev says that if you go after Lakshmi without taking permission of her husband, Narayana, he will come with danda in your hand, because no husband would like that somebody else is following his wife. So we must, and suppose I seek Narayana itself, Lakshmi is at his feet. With him, she comes. So there's one person, very interesting story. Guruji says this is his favorite story of attachment. So there is a couple who is getting married. Morning, the marriage ceremony is over. Evening, there is reception. So 7 o'clock, the groom, this is a story about groom. He is getting ready and he wears his, shadi ka suit, jacket. It is specially stitched, maybe sometimes given from girl's side or various traditions. But that suit is very important because that is you're going to wear and there are 500 people are going to watch us. So that dress selection is a big thing. So he wears that suit and then he's ready almost to go to the stage. And in our weddings, the groom stands and the bride stands on the stage and people come and give gifts and then shake hand and go. There's a procession going on. And somebody says, you're going to go to the stage now, before going there, have this juice because, reception, there's a beautiful juice and that is his favorite juice. So he's, thank you very much. I was thirsty only and now I have to be there on the stage, because many times I have seen all people are eating and drinking and enjoying except the couple. Very few people offer them water or, fruits or something to drink, because couple sometimes have to say, "Mereko thoda pani pilao." So this person has juice, and then while having that juice, some juice falls on his wedding jacket suit. Now he has to change. Now his friends are there, because normally with young couple, the boys are there with boys, the girlfriends are with their girlfriends. So now he's in problem, because now his wedding suit is spoiled. Now he says, looks at around, he says, matching to this pant, this one of my friends' suit is good. So he says, can I borrow this from you? Only for this stage, now what to do? He says, yeah, I'm your friend. But this boy or his friend is very possessive about his suit. But yeah, you take this. So the groom wears this jacket and goes on the stage, and then the ceremony starts and all the drinks and all the things, the people are moving. And this person who has given this suit to this groom, he stands at one corner where people are meeting the groom and coming on the other side. And he starts, can you see that suit? It is mine. My suit. So everybody looks at this person and looks at the groom, that why that groom is wearing his suit. After some time, the groom comes to know that, his friend is doing like this. Come here. What are you doing? Like, why are you telling everybody it is your suit? You know what happened? Yeah, I will not tell. Oh, no. He goes and stands there again after 2-3 minutes, has some kind of water, drink, and again stands at the same position, because that position is a very important position where people are meeting the groom and bride and coming. He says, can you see that suit on the groom's? That is not his. So first he was saying it is mine, because he has told, no, it is not mine. It is not his. Again, the groom gets irritated. Why you have to tell it is not mine and it is not yours? Okay, I will not tell. Again, after 5-7 minutes, he stands there and then people are coming and meeting the room. He says, can you see that suit? It is neither mine, neither his. So, I don't know. I really enjoyed this joke. You have to imagine that situation where this friend is doing all such kind of thing because this is mamatva. Mineness all the time. This is mine, that is not mine. These people are very comparative. People who are comparative are very uninteresting because all the time there is comparison going. I'm unintelligent, I'm intelligent, I am raised, the other person is happy, I'm not happy, this is mine, this is not mine. Whether it is knowledge, ignorance, also there is comparison. I'm not as intelligent as you are. I am very intelligent and this person, again comparison, mindness. Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti is given by God. The third thing what disturbs our peace is desire. Calm. Desire is something what I do not have right now. That creates sense of incompleteness in me. And the fourth thing is spruha. Spruha is that which I have and what is giving me joy, I do not want to drop it. So I want to hold on to it. I become slave and dependent on things what has given me joy and pleasantness, and I become a slave to that joy and pleasantness because I want to enjoy that particular thing again and again. So 4 things: I-ness, minus, desire, and longing. Ahankara, mamatva, kama, and spruha. Some people do not have desire, but they have spruha. How was my youth? How was my childhood? I enjoyed all the time. So that is craving for what has already I have experienced, which was pleasant. Bhagavan says, drop this. You will discover peace which is already there. Shanti. Shanti chi pai shanti you will experience. So, simple thing. In one sentence, anytime I am agitated, unhappy, sad, depressed, frustrated, irritated, I must drop the cause of that irritation. Cause. The irritation goes away. This is step number 1. Lord says in the 71 that this is your step number 1, which you practice in day-to-day life. Once, and this is very interesting to note that we don't have to struggle to be peaceful. We have to actually struggle to remove the noise. The effort is not to become peaceful. The effort is to remove the disturbance. I'll repeat. The effort what we have to exert or put is not to become peaceful, but to remove the disturbance. So we must not go to people and say, I want peace. Because one lady or one person went to Buddha and told, I want peace. I think he would have read Bhagavad Gita. So he told, okay, if you want peace, can you repeat that sentence 3 times? Yes, I want peace. He told, first, remove the want. Then second step, remove I. What remains? Peace. That is what you are. So remove the desire, remove the mindness, remove the longing, and then last what goes? The desirer only goes. So scriptural knowledge, Bhagavad Gita doesn't remove doubts, remove the doubter only. Doesn't remove desires, removes the desirer only. Because self-knowledge is so powerful. I'm just holding on this topic because Lord is again and again going to mention, which we are going to take in the 4th chapter, that among all this Jnana Yoga, he says, yes, but before that Karma Yoga is a practice to become selfless and create that peace of mind which will lead to peace of self.
So, Prasad, just one suggestion that you have written I-ness, aham, and then nirahankar. It is all opposite words. So, in Sanskrit, what you have written, nirmama and nispruha, not kamanya. Nirahankar, nirmama.
I have just copied from the words. So the words, the dissection I am doing, that where these 4 words are coming in this particular verse is, these are the 4 things I must drop. Kama, Mamatva, Spruha, and Ahankara. And then Shanti. This is where we get established, which is our own nature. Then the last verse of the second chapter says, Esha Brahmisiti. Once I drop, because that is the last chapter also, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, where Bhagavan says, drop. So, very interesting pointer is that we have 4 ashrams. First, acquire knowledge, then acquire wealth, success, fame, enjoy it. And then after the Vanaprastha starts, start practicing dropping from outside and then inside. And lastly, what gets dropped is the Ahankar. But I must start with dropping the result, fruits of the result, and then Mamatva and then Ahankara. So, the last verse of the second chapter says, this is the Brahmic Sthiti, Brahma Nirvana. This is the Brahma Sthiti. And very interestingly, very important point which kill all the myths and some doubts people have. Bhagavan says that don't think that I am old for this, I am not ready for this. Bhagavan says, Anta Kale, when my end is coming and the last thought, suppose I am able to think that my real nature is Satchitananda, you will be liberated. Any age you know this, you will be liberated. Very important point, because Guruji says, and some people have this kind of block. No, I do not have any this, I have so many desires. We are going to take up this topic in the 4th. No, I have so many desires. I am impure. I am attached to this. How will I? Bhagavan say, that I will take care. You just remember this. So, Anta Kale, Bhagavan says that any age, suppose I know this, I will liberate you. Suppose my last thought before going from this body to another body, suppose I am reading Bhagavad Gita and this shloka is coming that Anta Kale, I am actually Satchidananda Swarup, I am not the transmigratory, I am not the body, mind, intellect. Bhagavan says you will be liberated this life itself. This is your goal of life. So one question we have removed, that I have come late to this knowledge. Bhagavan says nobody is late in my world. What is that state? No delusion. No suffering. Delusion means very simple. We have seen that many times. It is not very difficult to think about that like a rocket science and get away from it. No. Brahma Nirvana, Brahma Sthiti, it looks very, difficult words to grab. It is same thing like the man who was doing a role of a woman for 30 years started thinking that I am a woman. And one day he comes to one doctor and doctor just says, okay, you are a man and you are not a woman. Like Bhagavan is saying to us in second chapter, this particular person just realizes that I am a man and I was always a man. So that is delusion, and that gets dropped in this Brahmic Sthiti, because Lord is mentioning in completion of this second chapter the goal of life. And once I realize that, all the suffering goes. So what is the goal of life? Atyantik dukkha nivrutti, no suffering, no agitation, no sadness. And Paramananda Prapti. Prapti is a word used, but actually I realized that I am that only. I was always that. Simple words, total freedom, because no one likes limitation of any kinds. This is called a Jivan Mukti here and now in this birth. Total fulfillment, not desire fulfillment, but longing remains. Total contentment. This verse comes earlier, which we had not taken. Apuryamanam achalam pratishtham. The wave becomes the ocean, the salt doll becomes the ocean. No time gap. And this is very interesting what Guruji says, which will come again in the 4th, 5th chapter, because this is what Lord repeats many times. Our search is like the cloth searching for a thread, the wave searching for the ocean, the ornament searching for the gold. The Jiva searching for the Shiva. Shiva means permanent, unbroken happiness. That is what is our search is. How the cloth is searching the thread. How the wave is searching the ocean, being in the ocean. Not separate. No time gap. Kabir says, मैं तो तेरे पास में. How much time will it take? Just think about it and it will happen. मैं तो विश्वास में. Just think about it and it will happen one day. When that one day will come, we do not know. That is in Lord's hand. So we have to keep remembering every moment because we do not know when will be the last moment. So we have completed here the second chapter. As we are doing summary, we will see now the entire summary in one slide and complete today's session. And next chapter is that is Karma Yoga. The most practical, Guruji says, one of the most beautiful practical tips is the third chapter on action, Karma Yoga. So 1 to 10 verses as we're doing summary. Arjun's anxiety and neurotic state, confusion on duty and wrong decision that I will not fight. Lord slap and Arjun surrender. 11 to 30, path of knowledge, Jnana Yoga, Lord gave. You should know your three selves. Transactional self, transmigratory self, transcendental self. Then Lord says there is no reason to grieve. Intelligent people do not grieve for dead nor for living. Ignorance is the root cause of all the suffering. 31 to 37, logical case presentation by the Lord on Arjun's argument why he should fight. Because Arjun had given so many reasons, now it's a lawyer's case that you will not incur sin. Ram Rajya will come if you get Hastinapur and rule it. So all reasons Lord gives. 38 to 46, importance of Karma Yoga. How to fight. So first Lord instigates him, motivates him to fight and then gives how to fight. What should be the attitude of fighting, not out of anger, not out of hatred, not out of looking at the result or the fruit. How to do your duty, Karma Yoga. 54 to 61, and qualifications of a person who knows his identity and plays the role. These are the pointers for us to practice. 62 to 63, ladder of fall. 64, 65, ladder of rise, what we took today. 67 to 70, importance of sense and mind control and path to peace. 71 to 72, path of renunciation, sannyasa yoga. So if we can see, 4 yogas are given by Lord here. Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Sannyasa Yoga, and the goal of life also is given. So what is there in this? Sadhya, goal of life, Atyantik Dukkha Nivrutti, no suffering, Paramananda Prapti, Sadhana, paths to attain the goal of life. 4 yogas are mentioned. Right knowledge will lead to right action, will lead to dedicated action with love for the higher and letting go all pursuits. Sadhak. So sadhya, sadhana, sadhak, qualification needed to build in this path. I must know my temperament, follow my path. So I must ask myself, what is my path? Goal I know, but what is my path? Start with sense control. Now here there is a story which we will take next time, that if I do not manage these senses, there will be distraction, because next time we will take that story that there are 5 examples where one sense destroys that particular creature. And the 4th one, what is there in Gita is Siddha. So Sadhya, Sadhana, Sadhak and Siddha. What is the enlightened person's experience nature? What is that highest state? I will not believe you, Lord, but I want to know what is that state, what will I get? So why we should study Gita? Very important one. Somebody asked, why are you attending Sunday morning class and reading Gita? Study Gita, which will give me self-knowledge. After self-knowledge, I must purify my mind by karma and bhakti. After that, my mind will become peaceful. Then I will meditate on what is the goal given by the Lord in the scriptures, what is mentioned in Gita. And that is a sannyasa yoga, what I will follow. I will start letting go and I will discover my inner joy and peace, which is my own permanent, unbroken happiness. So we must study Gita. So this is a sequence. And with that, we will complete the second chapter, which is the essence of Gita, summary of Gita in prospect. 18th chapter is summary of Gita in retrospect. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.